hadn't been to the bathroom in a long time. He's in the middle of machine gun fire in front of him and artillery fire behind him. He looks down and sees bubbles coming out of the cracks in the floor. And in his curiosity, without even wiping his ass, he takes out a fruit knife and starts to cut through the floor. When he opened it, he found a 900 deep tunnel with a faint sound of a woman screaming. He used his pager to call for backup, then punched the mirror and took a piece. He enters the tunnel and sees a couple of guys getting closer, so he has to strike first, grabbing one guy and slamming him into the wall, then punching one guy. The other guy fires, and Ben grabs the one behind him and uses him as a shield. The other two rushed up again and kicked and punched him. He took out his mace and subdued them. Ben is a border patrol officer, and a quick trip to the bathroom takes out a gang that's been trafficking people and smuggling flour. But his bosses are not happy with him, blaming him for not waiting for backup. But Ben doesn't take kindly to that.
You'll fire me?
He asks to go back into the tunnel to see where it leads, but his boss refuses and tells him to get some rest. Ben returns to the police station and opens the fridge to get a bottle of water, but finds a cake that says Happy Retirement. Angry, he takes the cake and throws it in the trash. Ben likes the excitement and challenge of his job, so he doesn't want to retire. But the rules are the way they are, and there's nothing he can do about it. Ben drove back to the beach in Mexico to his unfinished cabin, which he'd be staying at for a while. If nothing else, he comes to the restaurant for a bite to eat after a long day's work when local gang leader Mark walks into the store and buys a couple of pancakes without paying for them. But Ben doesn't like that kind of guy, so he yells at him to pay up before he leaves. Mark knew Ben looked bad, so he had his men pay up and took Kate with him on his way out. Ben was driving down the road at night when a person suddenly appeared behind him.
Help me!
What the fuck?
Ben saw that it was Kate. Kate said that the gangsters were after her and she was pregnant. She wanted Ben to take her to America for refuge. Ben was a bit soft-hearted, so he brought her to the police station to seek help, but the police were hindered by the gang's huge power. But they sent someone to send Kate back on their own initiative. On the way back, Ben is stopped by some men who take him to a car, and when he opens the window, he sees that the man is Peter, who betrayed Ben with Kate. Peter warned him.
Stay away from my woman.
Peter saw that Ben hadn't done anything, so he didn't give him a hard time. I thought that was the end of it. The next day, Kate escaped and found Ben again, and when he saw the wound on her face, Ben softened his heart again. Kate said that the baby was Mark's, and that she only had one option, to emigrate, and then she fainted. Ben is contacting his friends at the immigration office for help, while Mark's men are tracking him down. Ben tells Kate to hide while he goes out with his gun, and tells him to leave his territory immediately. But the next moment, Ben is attacked. They go into the RV to look around, and eventually Kate is found. Kate puts up a fight and picks up a can of styrofoam in the process. Oh, that's the first of the styrofoam deaths. Ben fights back, jumps right at him, and they wrestle. After a struggle, Ben grabbed the gun on the ground. No kill, please. Ben's heart is soft again. But the next moment, it turns out Kate is also a tough guy. Ben picked up the cell phone on the ground and saw that the other party had already sent the message to Mark, knowing that this time is in big trouble. So he was ready to take Kate to the United States. However, this is the beginning of their nightmare. It's normal for us to be scared when we are faced with a crime scene, so we should stop it if we can while protecting ourselves. See you next time.